We're back in business. This time we're gonna go in English. It's because of these dudes, you know. What we got here is not a failure to communicate, or Guns N' Roses or whatever. We got Mo, we got Eric, we got Henry, and we got the bubble gum in the hair. We got Yara here. So here we go. A little bit NFL stuff, a little bit Maple League stuff, Bahter Liga and Finnish. So we'll start here. Ex-Crocodile, Green Bay Packer. Oh God. Give us a little background. What dragged you here in the first place? What dragged you here now?
Oh wow. Well, I was coaching football in college at the Citadel, and I was a little burnt out in life and wanted to try something different. And went on Euro Players, and Eero contacted me, and I came over and fell in love. This place is beautiful. The sport of football is the same no matter where you go, and the Crocodiles do it for the right reasons, from the heart. And I just knew that I always wanted to come back in some capacity, and Yari made it happen, and we hope to keep coming back and doing bigger and better things.
Then we got Eric. Eric's the Detroit Lion now. That's our third franchise in the NFL where you're working.
That is correct. Yes.
What an achievement.
Buffalo Bills, Indianapolis Colts, and Detroit Lions. Yes.
How did that happen?
Lots of events. Lots of events.
You can always blame on your dad, huh?
Right.
Because we got a dad here as well, Henry.
Well, that's how it started with the Buffalo Bills. I mean, I interned for him while I was in college, and I went to school for education, but I also went to play football, in college. And I had the greatest opportunity to be able to work with my father as an intern, and then progressed into a full-time position there. So we spent, 4 years. I spent 4 years working for the Buffalo Bills with, my dad, and it was, probably the best 4 years that we got to spend together. Because you're working in an office, an intimate room, and you get to know each other again. And it was really, it meant a lot to me. Plus, we got to go to 4 Super Bowls, which is, that's like the dream team right here. So we just need to, keep working together. So, with us here in Finland, working, all of us working together. I mean, it's awesome.
And then we got Henry.
Yeah.
Your roots are here in Etelä-Pohjanmaa.
Yeah, my mother was raised in Kauhava, so I have very deep roots here. My father was from Viipuri, and I've come back here a few times just to keep the roots going, but this time it was special with the Seinäjoki Crocodiles, and hopefully we can continue a relationship with them into the future and have a good time doing it. I enjoy doing it, and I'm retired now. I was the video director for the Buffalo Bills for 40 years. And I've been retired for 7 years now, but I'm still keeping my fingers in football. It never leaves. It's like a bad wife. You never get rid of it.
You don't edit that out, do you?
No, you can leave it in there.
Now let's see. How does a kid from Kauhava get involved with the NFL? That is kind of confusing because Kauhava is not exactly the biggest marketplace for NFL.
Well, you have to go to America in the first place.
Yeah, well, that's a good start.
Yeah, well, hey, and then you get lucky. I worked at a film company. I was the art director at a film company, and they started contracting with the Buffalo Bills to do their films. And one day, the man that was shooting them didn't show up to shoot, and I got to shoot the thing and then shot it for 40 years.
Now I gotta say this is like Thurman Thomas not showing up for the first drive in the Super Bowl.
But do you know the story behind it?
I do know the story with the helmet and which was hidden under the so it's kind of different, I know. Anyhow, Mo, Green Bay.
Yes.
That's your second franchise in the NFL. You've been working at Citadel, a couple of other colleges as well. How, if you think about the football here in Europe, you've seen a little bit more than Eric and Henry. We're a different planet. Are there anything which compares to, or how does it compare to football in the U.S.?
Well, like I said earlier, it's the same game played with the same ball, no matter where you are. If you want to put a comparison on it, level-wise, I think the Maple League is probably equivalent to FCS football. in the States. And in some aspects, here in the Maple League is better than the leagues I've been a part of in the United States as well too. The players here are a lot tougher. I'm just going to be honest, a lot tougher.
Why is that? I mean,
You know, and I'm just being honest. In the U.S. now, it's a lot of finesse.
Okay.
And hey, look at me.
So sort of
And
fancy
yeah, fancy. And the sport is meant to be played by a team, and that's what you have here. Team equals family, and that's what the Crocodiles are, family. So that's why, you know, when Yari gave me the opportunity to come back, I said, yes, sir, we're gonna make it happen.
so you got kind of the wall rose here, or are you going to be talking anything? It's like my
The
show.
roasting is good right now.
Jeez,
I mean, you guys talk yourself. I'm listening.
how did that happen? That's the first time. Anyhow, what about Finland? You've been here several times. Your last time was about sometime
In the
around the
70s.
70s.
In the 70s, yes. I
Has
was
it changed anything?
I was 9, so
Okay.
there's.
Oh, that's right. You didn't get into the bars at that time. Yeah.
I did go to one bar though,
Oh,
and they.
at Kauhava.
It was in Helsinki.
Oh, okay.
I think it was in Helsinki. Yeah. So yeah, and it was. That's what I remember the most. No, I'm just kidding. There's a lot of things that I remember. I remember buying clogs. Clogs were a big, you know, what do you call that? Shoes at the time, and you know, just the family, you know, being around family, and that was what was really important to, you know, me, and our whole family came. So yeah.
So it's kind of like sort of listening to all of you guys. Family is an important word for all of you. So if you think about the NFL franchises, and if you think about the big clubs and all these players getting paid all those millions and millions of dollars per year, do they sort of glue together as a family in the big ball clubs? Do they gel together like that?
I think the better teams do.
Yeah.
And you can see the disparity in the teams where it isn't a family. I don't think they're very successful. I think during the Super Bowl years, we were a family, and we still are a family, and we are friends with all the players, and we are a family. And if you see them on the street, you say hello, they say hello, how are you? And they want to know about you. So yes, it's family. And I think the whole thing revolves around everybody being together and being a family.
So what about comparing it to NFL and university football, like college football, a little bit? I always say that I like college football better because half of the players know that they will never play professional football and it's going to be their last chance to play at a top level. The other half sort of believes more or less that they have an opportunity to become pros and they play their hearts out. So in that respect, I think that some of the college games are even better than NFL. Am I entirely wrong here?
No, not entirely wrong at all. On the FCS level of college, I coached FBS 1 year at Southern Miss, but at the FCS, the smaller college, the pageantry of the game, it's a little more pure. You're right; those guys know they're not going to the NFL, so they're playing the game for the right reasons. Very similar to the guys here. They play for the love of the game, and it just, you can see it, you can tell, and it's something about it when you watch those guys on Saturday. You can tell a guy who plays for pay versus plays for the love of the game.
Well, okay, about that, but I have a question. So far you've been here about 4 or 5 days. You didn't see the game, but we watched a little bit on film there. But what's the biggest surprise or thing here so far? About football-wise or
otherwise?
Or countries or whatever.
Well, I just felt like I was coming home. That's the biggest surprise to me, and I don't want to leave. I leave tomorrow, and I'm not leaving. I'm going to hide someplace.
We were talking about
done.
breakfast this
Yeah.
morning.
Yeah, I don't want to leave. Every time I come here, I never want to go home because this is home. Yeah, I've come home, and that's not a surprise to me. That's just a feeling.
Great.
And anything else, I don't know. Seeing the team together, I think you're all right. There's a camaraderie there, and there's a love of the game, and those guys play because they love the game, and that's the reason you have to play, because you love the game, not for the money. It's the love of the game.
What about you, Eric? You didn't see the game, but you've seen some of the guys, and yesterday we had a little session at the Dome. How was that?
You know, it's the camaraderie, and that's what we talk about, that family, that camaraderie, you know, being together, working together, and, you know, we had the opportunity to go over to the Dome to work with the youth program, right? And to be able to see these kids be so excited about the game and wanting to learn, and just they're throwing the ball around at the end of practice, and they're so excited to get in a stance and, you know, to work on the donut and tackle and jump and dive. I mean, it's just, you know, to watch them progress and watch them, you know, just in that hour and a half that we had with them, get better and learn and take something back to them, well, with them for their next practice or their next game. You know, that's, you know, to me, I mean, it makes me shine, you know, inside, to be able to see that love at that age, you know, just to keep growing, you know.
You also visited Kuortane, the Olympic Training Center.
Mhm.
What did you make out of this?
That was amazing. The Olympic Center there is amazing. What the country is doing there is good, and quite frankly, it's our goal and our hope to have an event there. The facility is great. It's going to take everybody, like we talked about, you know, out in the community and various places to make this happen. But I think it would be excellent for the Crocodiles, excellent for football, and excellent for this area, and excellent for the country of Finland.
Can I add to that? Okay,
Sure.
you know, just walking around this facility, I mean, it was, you know, it was unbelievable, and the pride that they have about it, and, you know, having Finnish roots here, and to be able to walk around and see the flag, you know, and see how happy they are, and watching these, there were some kids that were playing hockey, and other kids that were, you know, in the gymnastics room. It is a sense of pride that comes out of me, you know, having roots here, you know, and it was really something, it was really special and something I'll never ever forget. And I just, this how we're going to work together is going to be really special, and it's going to be a lot for the Crocodiles, and it's going to be great for the country, you know, I think.
And the players too,
And the
who
players,
will be involved.
Exactly.
Right,
Yeah.
Well, there's a little thing, you know, when you guys met in Indy and you get some ink done in your leg, and
Yes.
tell us about that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, no, you tell the story better than I do. So.
I just got a job with the Indianapolis Colts. I don't know a lot of people there, and we have what we call spring practice, the OTAs, and this guy's walking in front of me about 10 meters, and I happen to look down on his leg. He has some ink, and I kind of look at it, rub my eyes, and say, "Hey, bud, what do you know about that?" Well, it was Eric, and he had the Finnish flag on the back of his leg, and he looked at me and said, "Well, what did you know about it?" And so we went back and forth for a little bit, and ever since then we've been the best of buds.
And you know, that to me, you know, when you put something on your body like that, you know, it has to be something special, and it has to be meaningful, and that's meaningful for me. And so I have, you know, the Finnish flag. It's on my calf with, you know, the word "sisu" on it, you know, because that's what we all have branded in us, you know, and it's something that this country is about. So, and the Crocodiles, and the way you guys work with a lot of pride, and you guys work with a lot of sisu, you know, and that's, you know, that's what I feel, and that's what, you know, I like to show people when that's on me.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, we need to get some ink done on you as well. We can start right here. Anyhow, hey, Green Zone, NFL, this is big for us, pretty small for these guys. You know, they fill the stadiums every week, freaking 60,000 and whatnot. So we're very proud that we were able to bring these guys here.
Yeah.
We hope to see you guys soon.
Very honored. Yes. Thank you.
Yep.
That's it. Won't be the last of us. See ya.
Nick, I mean.
Kiitos.
Joo, näkemiin.